It all started with a false accusation in a bus in Lagos, and within minutes, I was facing jungle justice. The next thing I knew, I was inside a yellow bus with four armed men with plainclothes on their way to raid a criminal hideout. I was working as a manager with a small company in Lagos, Nigeria, some years back, and like every month we were being paid in cash, and for some reasons, the strangest things seems to happen to me on paydays. If you follow my last story, you should know what I mean by this. On this fateful day, I collected my salary, a bundle of 500 naira notes. I headed home. I boarded a public bus with my entire salary in my pocket, completely unaware that something small was about to spiral into one of the most dangerous moments of my life. I gave the conductor 500 naira for a 20 naira fare, and I waited for my 480 naira change while he got busy with other passengers. When he returned, he looked at me and said something I didn't expect. He said, "Owoda," meaning, "Where is my money? Pay me." What? I was shocked. I tried to explain calmly to him that he's actually the one owing me. Oh, he was enraged. He claimed I never gave him a dime. And suddenly, his tone changed. He called me a liar, called me a thief. At first, I thought it was a simple misunderstanding to be resolved. Within seconds, it wasn't anymore. The conductor refused to listen. He threatened to take me to Celeb bus stop, a place known for danger, where area boys drink, smoke, and settle disputes in their own way. At that moment, I realized it wasn't anymore about 500 naira. It was about survival. You don't want to be branded a thief at Celeb bus stop. No, you don't really don't. To prove I hadn't cheated him, I pulled out my bundle of 500 naira notes, money that was supposed to be hidden. I had to bring the money out. By now, passengers started paying attention. Some believed me and began to question the bus conductor's side of the story. Tension filled everywhere. Then something unexpected happened. An army officer on board stepped in to calm things down. For a moment, it appeared everything was fine, but it wasn't over. The army officer, sensing what would happen to me if I ever got to Sele, ordered the bus to stop at Isolo bus stop, about 5 bus stops away from Sele. The bus eventually stopped at Isolo, but the bus conductor followed me when I stepped down, trying to drag me back into the bus. A struggle broke out by the roadside there. That scuffle caught the attention of a passing vehicle, an unmarked Lagos yellow bus, carrying armed men in plain clothes. I couldn't even tell who they were, whether they were police, task force, or something else entirely. All I knew that was the situation has gotten worse. And in seconds, everything escalated. The conductor screamed, "He's a criminal, he's a criminal." No questions were asked, no explanations were given. Even as the army man tried to explain to them, it all fell on deaf ear. The plainclothes men forced me into the bus and drove off. I was left behind in the operation vehicle. Inside the bus, I realized something disturbing. It wasn't just a random arrest. I was about to be lumped in with suspected criminals they have gone out to pick from their hideouts. And in situations like that, innocence doesn't always matter. I wasn't in control anymore. I was just another person inside a system already in motion. The vehicle pulled up at a particular location. 3 of the armed men stepped out and headed into a nearby hideout, while one stayed behind to watch over the vehicle. That's when the driver leaned on me and said quietly, he told me, if you can live now, do it. What is coming is worst. I looked around. There was no time to think. I knew one thing. If I made a move and it fell, I would be finished. As fate will have it, the man watching the vehicle got distracted, striking up a conversation with a passerby. This was the moment I needed. Just a few seconds was all I needed. I stepped out quietly from the bus and walked away. No noise, no drama, just survival. I disappeared into the streets before anyone could realize what happened. That day taught me something I will never forget. Sometimes life doesn't give you time to explain yourself. Sometimes survival is not about being innocent. It's about knowing when to live. I have witnessed God come through for me in many different life circumstances. I have been marvelously helped. I invite you to visit my YouTube channel where I share real life stories, gospel songs, and prayer sessions. If my messages and experiences resonate with you, please subscribe, like, and share with others. Before you go, take a moment to listen to a snippet of my upcoming song set to be released next month, titled My Personal God.
My personal God. Anything for you. My personal God. I will praise your name. I will praise your name. My one and only. My personal God. Anything for you. My personal God. And I will praise your name.